All right, so everything is all ready to go. I'm just ready to put the tires on. But here's a quick recap of what I've done this last week or so. I did put in the CTS BOV. I forgot to take a picture. It is down there. There's the wire, the vacuum line for it. But you know, I didn't get a picture, and I have the ECS skid plate on there, and that's why I can't get the picture. That thing right there, that's some pretty thick metal. It's about, I don't know, maybe 1/4 inch steel, stainless. See, this side's all good. I still have to do the adjustments and stuff. I took as many measurements as I could just to make sure you know, that everything is as best as it can be. But now the only thing left to do is to drop it down and, you know, see if the suspension settles and see where the tires sit. So I did say I was going to go over the measurement process. So when you first bring the car in, before you jack it up for the first time, you're going to measure between the fender and the floor all the way around, you know, and write it down on a piece of paper. Then you're going to measure the gap between the fender and the tire. And that way you will have an idea of what you want for how much you want to lower the suspension. I did a kind of conservative. I didn't want to slam it down the full 2 1/4, so I went midway. We'll see how that fits. If it's a good fit, you'll see an after video. I'm going to be bringing it to the car wash, cleaning it up. I do have a couple more things I want to do. You know, there's the grill with the open fog grill. I'm changing those to LEDs, the fog lights. They're going to be blue. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. And I'm actually doing some work on the interior too. So when I get that done, I'll be posting some more. But right now, I'm done with all the mechanical stuff. So I put on a new CV axle, adjustable links all the way around, obviously the coilovers, the skid plate, blow-off valve, and the grill, the open-end grills, or the front open fog grills. There's a couple more things I do want to do. I may be forgetting a couple of things. It's been about a week, like I said. But so I'm going to just let it out, take it for a ride, let the suspension settle, and see what happens. And I'll do a couple after pics, and you guys can tell me if you like it. All right. Thanks for watching the videos, and hopefully, you know, you like them. Oh, and there's one more thing, just with the with these being rear purchase, you know, I kind of got confused. I had it too high. I measured from the base of the arm to the seat where the spring sits, and I went 2 inches all the way around, which is about 1.5 inches drop. Like I said, I probably should have taken better measurements in the beginning, but I'm just giving you the correct way to do it so you might not run into the similar problems. But yeah, you're going to want to take the measurement from the floor to the fender, and then while you're raising it even, you can do from a solid spot, like, you know, right back here where the shock mount is. You can measure from there, you know, up or whatever, wherever you want to measure from, as long as it's a stable spot in the car. Because when you bring that up, you're going to be bringing this whole assembly higher. So, you know, if you measure from there to the spring, or measure from, or not the spring, but to the mount up there, you can measure wherever you want to take your measurements. But I recommend outside in the fender. It's just easier. The tape measure stay right down the center, all the way to the floor, and that'll give you your first measurement. Because once you pick it up, it's obviously going to drop, and then you're not going to be able to get to settle. I was actually planning on just doing a little drive after, but then my CV axle broke, so I kind of had to just put everything together and hope for the best. If, like I said, if it works out, I will just show you how it looks when it's sitting a little bit lower, and I'll try to compare it to a couple other pictures I might have already for the car. All right, once again, guys, thanks for watching the video. You know, I'm going to try to keep getting more, and have a good one. All right, so real quick, I took it for a little test drive, and so that's my gap in the rear. It's good, except for all the bumps in town. I'm scraping my bumper, so I'm gonna raise that up a little bit, and you can see the front's a little bit higher, so I'm gonna bring that down approximately a ½ an inch and raise the rear approximately a ½ an inch. So it'll give me another inch in total and match them up nice. But great ride quality. Everything's really, really nice. There you go. So you can kind of see it. The front's sitting higher. So my measurements were a little off. I probably should have measured at the threads rather than at the base. As you can see, if I measured at the base on the front, I don't know. Whatever. The measurements are off, but I'm just gonna have to jack the front up. I might even leave the rear alone and just drop it maybe a ½ inch to an inch in the front. We'll see. But there you go. Adjustments are easy. I'm just gonna get it up in the air and, you know, turn the adjusting whatever with the spanner wrenches, the adjusting nuts. So there you go. All right, completely done. Oh, and I also have to do some work on the blow-off valve. I think the spring's a little bit too strong. I might just go back to the GFB. Just less problems. But the two-step is working. That's good. And the NLS does work, but I didn't get any video of that. But there you go. All right.